Or is it just, first of all, the vibe in the locker room right now after going up to Missouri and doing something as a team did only one time on the road in conference play last year? What's it like?
It's good right now. I mean, we're happy, but not much to be happy about. We got a big game on Wednesday and then another one on Saturday, so we're just trying to stay level-headed and keep working.
Is it one of those things that kind of goes without saying? I mean, you obviously need to protect your home court, home for home games. Is that something the coach at all, the players talk about much? Y'all need reminders? That's something you already pretty much know.
I think it's just an unspoken rule. Just know that we can't afford to get beat at home, and especially with a crowd like that behind our backs, it's a lot of help.
Sonny, what did you learn from your first SEC game?
It's physical. Got to box out a little harder. You got to jump a little higher. You got to run a little faster. So just learning experiences.
When we talked to Russell after the game, he talked about the practices leading up to that game being really good. What do you remember? What sort of stood out to how y'all prepared for that Missouri game?
Just the physicality of all the practices and the competitiveness. Every day we were coming in competing, just really getting after each other, making each other better, and I think that really helped us.
You've been back for a little while now. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm getting there. Working on my wins still, trying to get back in real game shape, but it's getting there. I'm almost there.
What sort of stands out to you about this Arkansas team you're getting ready to play?
They're big. They're physical. Got to hit, got to rebound, and I think if we just play our game, we'll be just fine.
You look at that Missouri game, you guys won the rebounding battle, something y'all kind of struggled with during non-con. What has it kind of taken to improve as a team, the way you guys have been rebounding?
I think it's just the coaches putting an emphasis on it. They kind of called us out in a couple practices, telling us that we're not as good as we think we are on the defensive rebound. So I think that kind of pushed our guys and us to rebound a little harder and just try.
What do you think the pieces have kind of fit pretty well for this team in terms of a lot of guys that came from different places? I don't know, there are 4 guys that returned. How has it meshed?
I think it meshed well. We got a lot of guys who are just accepting their roles at this time. Especially now during conference play, a lot of guys might not get minutes that they think they deserve or that they do deserve. So I think just knowing each other's roles, knowing what we got to do in and out every day to get wins, I think that's important.
What's your role, you think?
Whatever the team needs me to do.
Yeah.
Whether that be rebound, whether that be cheering on the bench, whether that be doing whatever, I'm going to do it. So
That's a change for you, though. I mean, the place you came from, you were the guy who was supposed to score 23 points a ball game. Now it's a little bit different. What has that adjustment been like for you? You mentioned even cheering from the bench, man. How difficult has that been?
Not too difficult, honestly. I just love the game of basketball. So, I mean, as long as I'm out there playing, I'm happy. So, I mean, that's 2 minutes, 20 minutes, regardless, I'm just happy to be here.
What's the excitement level for the first SEC home game of the year?
Very excited. I talked to a lot of guys. We're hoping for a big crowd, hoping to get a lot of help on Wednesday, so it should be exciting.
Is there something to be said? Again, you come from a place where you won a lot. You won a national championship. Is there something to be said for learning how to win? I know it's just one game. You got 17 more really tough conference games to go. But there's something about learning how to win that this team still needs to do.
A little bit. I think right now, I think we should celebrate wins. It's hard to win games in the SEC, so I think we should celebrate wins. But, I mean, just getting over that, hey, we have an hour to celebrate this win, but now it's on to the next one. So I think just knowing that, yeah, we can celebrate this win right now, but there's always another game coming up.
The SEC is a tough conference, and there's a lot of teams at the top of the AP poll and stuff like that. How do you make sure that you focus on the next one rather than looking ahead to some of those marquee matchups?
I think that's just going day by day. Taking the practice as the next practice is the most important practice. So today's practice is going to be the most important practice of the year for us. So just taking it day by day, not looking ahead too far. I think that's going to be important.
Any other questions?